Hey budget fam, it's Jordan from Jordan Budgets. If you are new to this channel, here we like to do cash stuffings. We make a plan for our money instead of just sliding a card. Most of my videos are budget related, but I will be starting soon a vlog for every single week, and I'll be sort of tracking the journey of my Etsy shop and my YouTube because I have made those things a full-time income for myself at this point. So if any of that interests you, please go ahead and subscribe, stay tuned, check out some of my other videos, whatever grabs your interest. Today though, I am very excited to share with you guys my new office. So I do live in a 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment. I've kicked myself out and I put my bed in the living room, so I'm living the good life, right? But I decided to make this a dedicated space just for my office because I've been on Etsy. I almost said Yetsy. I've been on Yetsy. I've been on Etsy and YouTube for a few months now, and I've made them a full-time income, and I'm expanding and creating a paper planner business soon. So there's a lot that happens in this office, and I did want to share with you guys everything that I'm using in my office. I was hoping this video would be a full office makeover. It is not. I'm really just using what I already had and making it work. This is a collaboration with Chrissy over at The Mom Life. Please check out the descriptions below. I will talk about Chrissy and Tamra and Shy. Those are all 3 people that I have linked below that I want you to check out. I will talk about them at the end of this video, but let's just get started for now. So when you first walk in, this is my door to walk into this room. When you first walk in, I have all of my supplies over on this side. I have a little bit of a workstation right there, and then I have my desk, which is where I do a lot of the crafting and computer work and things that I need over here. You'll see 2 chairs because my homeschooling son will join me over at that desk when he is here doing schoolwork. When he's not doing schoolwork and sitting right next to me, he's off doing something else, and I'll use that space also for crafting and putting together things. So now that is the rough overview. Now let's take a look at this wall to start. I made that Q4 goals like area right there. I made that in a past video. If that interests you and you want to know what that is, please check out that video. I'll link it below. Ignore the whiteboard. It also has some goals and things to work on. It's old. I just found it again and put it up there, and I'm going to be updating those. It'll be more of a daily to do. That keeps me in check weekly, and more long term, this is going to keep me in check daily. So moving on to the supplies that I actually use, these are all things that I've created. So I sell these as a printable, for example, but if someone wants me to print and ship it for them, I sell that as well. So this is stuff that I have sort of pre-prepped that, and these are all like the double-sided trackers that I sell, and I still need to laminate those, but I try to keep myself a little bit ahead of the game and keep some already at least partially started, and so that's what this little spot is. This is all crafting supplies, things that I need to create. So like I make completely from scratch envelopes, and so I need some of these tools for that, and then some general office supplies that I might need. Next in this little bin, I guess I should back up and say, so there's 3 bins and they all have a purpose. So that's like a more general supplies and crafting. This one is filming, so when I'm not filming, my camera lives in here. My extra bracelets and rings that I wear stay in there. Memory cards and things. So all of that is filming related, and then this is all shipping related. So there's stamps in here. There's my little like freebie cards and things, and you know, stickers I need for shipping, and this I need for weighing. And then moving on, these are all planners that I use right now, or notebooks that I use to keep myself in check. And then here's some little cutting boards that I have, and my printer, and then just general paper lives down there. And then if we move down to this big box of things. So the purpose of this collab really is to show you guys that if you want to start YouTube, if you want to start Etsy, you don't need everything in the world. You can work with what you have, right? So this cube box that I'm using to store everything, already had it. It's not something that I spent a bunch of money on. And then of course some things I need to spend money on, but a lot of the things that I've spent money on have been like they've been an affordable option. It hasn't been something that I've spent a ton on. Like these laminators, I have 2 laminators that live right here when I'm not using them. When I'm using them, I move them over to the workstation. These are $30 laminators and they work just fine. And moving down, that's extra supplies that I don't use a ton. These are a misprint, a smaller size of something that I sell that I tend to give away as freebies. And then these are all papers and cardstocks and sticker papers that I use. And then these are the trackers that I sell that are double-sided. There's a huge stack of them back here. I did pay to have them professionally printed, but I cut them myself and I laminate them myself. And then here are laminating pouches. I love this Nueva. I can't talk, guys. Whatever this brand is. I like this brand. I found it on Amazon for the 5mm. I've tested all of my papers and lamination pouches, and this brand is the most affordable that you will get for the 5mm, and it's my favorite one. So just a little tip there. Then over here I have the different binders that I sell in my shop. I need to list those red and blue ones. I have some other colors back there that are already listed, and these are the clear binders that I sell. And I have a shipment of those coming in because I do have an idea soon of a kid binder that I'm putting together with those clear binders. So I have another big shipment of those coming. And then moving on to this last little section is all, so I don't know if that made sense. Basically supplies, papers and laminators, binder related stuff, and then this is all shipping. I ship in several different sizes. This box has smaller, like A6 size. It also has these long skinny ones that the trackers fit in. These are the little plastic papers that I put materials in, and then down here I have the bigger shipping envelopes are down here, and I have about 100 of these coming later today because I've run out of them. So my new shipment is coming right on time. All right, moving on. So I had ideas for these clear shelves up here. It's turned into complete chaos. This one just has some random supplies that I need to do something with. This one is where I tend to put freebies. Like if there's like the smallest little issue or something with, let me see, or like these. Okay, these are a good example. If I print a bunch of the sticker labels and I have some that don't have a label on them, in that order, I'll give away a couple, and then I'll set a couple aside just to give as a freebie to somebody else. So those tend to be freebies, things that might just be extra or whatever. I'll throw those in there and give them away as freebies. This is a hot mess. So I'm new to starting a business, and my dad used to run his own business. So my mom's advice was keep all your receipts, keep all your stuff together for tax purposes, right? So this is me keeping my stuff together. I don't have anything organized anymore. Receipts just get thrown in there. Everything is just getting thrown in there. Tax season is gonna be a hot mess for me, but I will figure it out once I get there, and I'll tell you guys all the things not to do. So if I am laminating, this is where I'll set up the laminators and I'll start feeding things through. When I'm not laminating and I don't have them out, this is where I stack orders. So this is all orders I'm working on today, just the little stacks, packing slips that has the orders with them. So I will cut those soon and make them a little smaller, and then I'll start really organizing them, seeing what I need to laminate and finish up to get those orders out. So this is kind of a multi-purpose spot. It's either where orders are being prepped to get sent out, or it's where I'm laminating. This is my Cameo. I spent a lot of money on that so that I could cut those stickers. And that is probably the largest investment that I've made for Etsy and YouTube. And I will say it's 1000% worth it. I only know how to do a couple things on it so far, but I think it's gonna be really, I think it's a good investment for the long term. The only thing I have down there is big boxes. I need that big size box maybe once or twice a week. So I would say it's not the thing that I would need to start out with. If you're watching this and you're just starting, like maybe skip on the big boxes. If you're starting something similar, like a paper planner or whatnot, you need more of the smaller sizes. But I do think when I start the paper planner side of things, I'm gonna need those boxes more. So I think it's a good investment. Also, I have this ring light, which I don't usually use to film, but I found out recently that Cameos need light. Guys, I had no idea that this thing was as fancy as it is, but it would cut off a little bit sometimes, and I couldn't figure out why, and then I finally did some research and realized it needs light right on the light for it. It needs light so that the sensor can read where to cut. Hello, nobody told me that. So there's a little tip. If you get a Cameo, it needs to see. So I put my ring light here, and when I am cutting, I'll move the light like that so that my Cameo can see, and I don't cut at night anymore. I only cut during the day with the ring light on and with the windows open. So that is the first part of the office basically, and then that moves you over to the desk area. And I am so thankful to have this huge window. First, let me just say that because I usually have that open. I shut it for privacy reasons for filming this video. This spot has a few things for my son. Soon I'm gonna have a Minecraft like decoration thing there, so we're going for a Minecraft theme for him. But when he's not in here, I use this space to lay out supplies as I'm cutting and prepping orders. And then moving on to this spot, I'm gonna show you guys my arm. Okay, so to back up and show you guys my desk, because this is where I spend the majority of my time. And this is a collaboration with Chrissy at The Mom Life. Her link is below. She's doing a collaboration with 25 YouTubers and Etsy shop owners, so we can show you guys the space where we film, where we make things, and so on. So for my YouTubers, or for those of you who are interested in YouTube, this is all that I use. This desk, I'll link it in the description. I wanna say it was 140 or so when I got it, and right now it's 160. I love this desk. It has this little like pouch thing at the side, which I just have like makeup and lotion and random stuff in. Anyway, if you are a YouTuber or you want to be a YouTuber, I would say the only thing that you really need is a white surface or some kind of nice clean surface. And this little arm was maybe $17, and I hooked my camera up to it. I do have a Canon G7X camera, so I do have a nicer camera, but I have a terrible phone is the only reason I pulled out this camera. I already had this camera. If you are wanting to film, I'd say the only thing you need is a phone if you have a phone with a nice camera, and then some kind of filming arm. I did try to film and start YouTube without some kind of filming arm, and this just allows you to like hook up the camera to it and it'll hold it there. I tried to start without a filming arm, and you can see my angles were all kind of cray-cray. So I do highly, highly recommend that. And as far as that's, in my opinion, that's really all you need. You need an arm, you need a camera, and you need some kind of a white or clean surface. And this little arm just clamps right to the desk. So this desk is an L-shaped desk, and it comes with this little shelf that raises up my laptop. I have a laptop connected to a screen. That's all I use. So I do think the bigger screen is worth it if you are someone who is creating and crafting. If you are just on YouTube, well, okay, I'll take that back. If you are wanting to do videos, I don't think that the bigger screen is necessary, but if you're editing on those, if you're editing your videos, I do think it's nice to have a bigger screen as well. And then just to show you guys this is what inspired me to do YouTube and Etsy. I was working a job that I hated, absolutely hated. They hated me equally, I feel like. And my son wrote this. I was having an absolutely terrible day, getting yelled at on the phones. My boss wasn't happy because I needed to take off to bring my kids to specialist appointments that were coming up. He was 6 when he wrote this. At the start of this year. He just turned 7. He said, "I hope you have a fun time working." That's me working, and that's his little note to me. He just brought it to me one time while I was working on the phones. And I said, you know what? I need to start working a job that I do have fun at. I want to show my kids that work should be fun, right? Work should be at least something that you want to go to. Like, work is still work, don't get me wrong. And then he also wrote, "I love you and I hope you have a great day, Mama." He is so sweet. And then my other kid left me this little worm that I have to take care of. I don't know, whatever. I know that Etsy and YouTube don't turn into a full-time business and job for everybody as quickly as it has for me, but I do want you to feel inspired to follow things that you want to do. I did not start out Etsy and YouTube with the intention of creating a full-time business in a couple of months. I started out because it was something I wanted to do for fun, and I want to inspire you that if it's something you want to do for fun, or to make a little bit of a side income, go for it. You can do it. I don't have the fanciest desk. It's $160 maybe. Oh, and let me tell you, this desk is the same brand. I love it equally as much. It has the same nice top. And I just bought it for my son for $60. And so it's the same if you don't have space for this big L shape. They do have smaller ones. This is 40 inches long. And when I'm crafting, I do want to just say I bring over this little ring light. So I do find this ring light handy. I don't think it's completely necessary, but when I'm crafting and things, I use that ring light. Now, when I'm filming, I just open that window all the way up and it gives me plenty of light. That is that side. And then the only thing that's over there, and you guys have probably seen it in a past video of mine because I did not realize this was my background. But this is just little notes that same sweet kid makes me. He makes me little notes, and so that is there. Anytime he makes me something and he wants me to have something, he will come and put it right up there. And then I do have a fan here. Okay, y'all, it's getting cold right now, and I am so, is this a Mississippi thing? Is this like, this is how you can tell somebody's Mississippi? Is it's starting to get cold outside, so what I do is I blare the heater full blast because I want it to be warm and toasty like the South, and then I'll turn my fan on full blast so that it's nice and warm while I run my fan. Is that not the silliest thing you guys have ever heard? I don't know. I thought about it the other day. I was like, that is completely ridiculous. Anyway, it's what I do. So that is my full office. And so while I'm giving you guys a little overview of the office, I want to say again, Chrissy at The Mom Life put this collab together. So if you are interested in seeing what other YouTubers, what other Etsy shop owners, if you want to see what they are doing, go check out Chrissy. Go ahead and subscribe to her. She's always amazing at putting these kind of things together. And you can keep up with the collab and what others are doing. Also, I want to say thank you to Tamra, the paper and pen girl. She is who introduced my video. I'm a new subscriber to her, and that's what's great about this collab is we get to see other creators, other paper planners, other YouTubers, see how they do things. And I have the pleasure of introducing the next video, will go up tomorrow, is from Mom Talks and Budget. Her video that is similar to this is not up yet, but I want to encourage you guys, please, please, please follow the link below and look for Mom Talks and Budget. She is only 30 subscribers away from hitting 500 subscribers, which is her goal for the year. So if we can get her to 500 subscribers, we just need 30 of you to go and subscribe if budgeting is your jam, right? If you're here, I know that you are a cash budgeter. That's what she does. She is a mom, she's a nurse, and she does investing challenges with her cash, which is not something I do on this channel and I find extremely interesting and fun. So please go ahead and subscribe to Mom Talks and Budget. And let's get her to 500 subscribers, and then tomorrow you will see her video go live that is gonna be similar to this. All right, did I talk fast enough for y'all? Was that good? All right, guys, that is it for today's video. You guys will see me again on Friday for my typical cash stuffing video, and then on Saturday, I'm going to do how to start cash budgeting. That video is gonna go live. If you are brand new to cash budgeting and you just don't know where to start, what to buy, what to do, I'm gonna lay it all out there for you guys on Saturday. So stay tuned for that. As always, I appreciate you guys, I love you guys, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.